channel Simplex. We are discussing about the concepts of interview questions, especially in the Java, and I just want to discuss the main interview question which I have faced and which I was very blank in the interview room, that I was unable to answer this question at all. And I just after coming out of the interview room, I felt what a simple question it is. I was unable to answer, and I felt, and I just undergone many videos and also some uh, books, and then I have gained some knowledge about these two questions, and I just want you people not to face such a problem in the interview room based on these two questions, and which are very very important. Just take a very keen role in this, okay? And this is the question which I was asked is, can you please explain me about a simple statement which you have written starting a simple statement which you have written as public static void main. Can you explain this uh, within few minutes, at least 5 minutes or 10 minutes? They have asked me. Generally, after coming out of the room, I have known that this was a very big concept, and we can even explain it a half an hour. Okay. There are some people who are asked to explain about this question about a half an hour like that. And system.out.println is also one of the thing which we basically face in the interview room. They will ask us to explain this simple statement about 10 minutes like that. What is it, and everything they will ask in deep. Okay, we'll look at the keywords. These are all the keywords which we have used there. This is a public in order to specify in anywhere in the programming, and static is to the fixed one, and this is the return type. Main we will discuss about it, and all these things also we will discuss. Coming to the main, we learn the basic C programming, right? In that C programming especially, we have heard a word, not a word, it's a sentence which we have enumerate number of times, that we have to start our execution of the programming from the main. The program starts its execution from the main. We have heard it many times, especially I have heard many times, and it has been like a stone in my mind. Compulsory, I should start the execution will be starting from the main itself. In the Java programming, why we have to write only main? Can we use any other name other than main? Why we have to use only main? Let me use my name Lakshmi, like that. Why don't we? That is a question. Can we use any other name instead of main? They'll be asking, guys, public static void main, we have this code, and they will ask us, yeah, you have a code of a public static void main. They will ask simply, why don't you use another name other than main here? Can we use? They will ask. Yes, the answer is yes, we can use, as that Ravi, Lakshmi, whatever thing we can use. The only thing which we have to do, is a little bit care. That means this was fixed like this, as the JVM, Java Virtual Machine. This has some hidden code written, hidden structure written inside it. It has some execution of code, set of instructions which need to be followed. In this set of instruction, they have written there, if the execution in the class public static, if that is like this only, you just execute the code. Otherwise you don't execute, you just show an error. They have fixed in such a way. If you go inside the program of JVM, if you get inside it, and if you have just modified the name of main here into your name as Lakshmi, then you can definitely use whatever the name whenever you need to use public static void main, you can use simply public static Lakshmi, void Lakshmi, you can use in such a way. Okay, we have to change the syntax which was written in the Java virtual machine to our defined code from main to Lakshmi. Okay, then we can use. We need to, that's the thing, we need to override this, and then we can use like this, public static void Lakshmi string of args. Then the JVM will compulsory execute, and there will be no error provided. Okay, then coming to string of args, I'm coming from side. Okay, this right side onwards I'm moving on. String of args, this is the thing. String is of type, it's of type string. It has created an array of args of array, and this, it means it's an inline arguments. That means while you are creating, when the main program execute, that means we will say java's test, you will write like this, no, java test. When you are running the program, then you can provide some inline arguments, say a, b, c, or some names Lakshmi, Ramu, like that you can provide these names. Okay, it's a command line argument. This creates an array of type string type, and it's args is an array name. Okay, done. How can we write this string of args? We can write in different ways. You can define this here or here, or this is an where argument method. Okay, all these three are the same. It's where argument method. You might not heard about this, right? That means the type here, type will be coming, or string or int or whatever it might be, type will be coming. After that there will be three dots. Okay, after three dots, if you have defined the name, it might be a ox, it might be a s, or something else which we want to define. It's named as whereas method. It was introduced in Java version 5, and all this is similar to the arrays. Okay, defining the arrays, we can define in such a manner. All these three ways are eligible here. They will ask in the interview room, you have written string of args, string of array of args, like this you have written. Why can't I write like this? Can I write like this, string of args of it, this, and is it valid? They will ask, yes, it's valid. Can I write like this? They will ask, yes, it's valid. You must be in a position to support your answer, as you must be learned well. Okay, coming to the void return type. Void is a return type. We all know that void is a return type. Okay, why do I keep void? Why don't I keep int? Can I keep int? Okay, int, if we keep int or char or something else as a return type, then you have to return something. You have to return that a variable or something like of that type. Compulsory you have to return such thing. Okay, it's a return type. Int add. Okay, if we have written as int, you have to return a value of which is something which is of type int to that. Okay, why we have kept void in this statement? Because which will call the main method. I have said you earlier, JVM will call the main method. It will execute, and it will execute according to the set of instructions which it has. Hence, as JVM will call the method, if we have written something, if we have written as int, okay, int main, if we have written, after completion of the main, it has to return some value of int. To which it has to return? It has to return the value of int to JVM. What JVM will do with this int, boys? It doesn't do anything with this int. It has no use. JVM just executes the programming. It just does it. If you have given any other type as int or char, what it will do? Nothing. It has no use to do. Hence, we definitely keep it as void, as JVM cannot use, has no use with the return type. Hence, we compulsory keep it as void. JVM will be having a confusion. What I have to do with this integer value or a float value, all these things. Why such a confusion, right? And we will keep as a void. Okay, they will ask in the interview room, why you have kept this void here? Why don't you keep int or char like that? Because the thing which calls the main is the JVM. The JVM has nothing to do with the integer or the character or such a types. It has to execute the functionality of the program within the main itself. Then what is the use of returning the value? Hence we have kept a void, nothing to return back. Okay, public and static. In order to access the program from anywhere, we use a public keyword. We knew it, and the static is once the code is written in the memory, even though JVM object is not created, we have to call that method. Okay, hence we use static. Order of modifiers is not important. So this is the point which we have to remember well, because order of the modifiers, we can write public static void main string of arrays, or static public void main string of arrays, or we can change the main name also. Okay, it's not at all important. See, public static void main string of arrays, it's valid. Static public void main string of arrays, it's valid. Public static void, instead of main I have rewritten in the program with some other name as dead. Public static void dead string of arrays, it's valid. Okay, and inside the string of arrays, we can use whereas method, arrays forward we can use, backward we can use. The representation inside also is not at all mandatory. That means a valid things we can use, right? We saw some of the valid things. And second question, coming to the second question, system.out.println. This is the thing we generate. System.out.println hello, system.out.println hi. Like this we'll be writing everything. Then let's discuss what's this system.out.println. Okay. See, I will just explain a sample code. Class display. This is a class. It has a thing display. It has one static variable which is a string name Lakshmi. If we need to print this Lakshmi, name of the Lakshmi, what we will do? We will write a simple code display. From display class we are getting a variable of string. From that string we want to get the length. We will write display is of a class name. Okay, display is class name. String s is a string variable of static string variable. L is the method of that string. We will have some methods like string length, string concatenation. To find those things we will have L is the length. In this way we will write. That means from this is the method of string from a class of display. Okay, its length is a method of string from a class of display. Okay, then we will look at some other code. We have a class named system. Okay, in this we have a static print stream, and out is a variable in of type print stream. And if we want to print, if we need to print a variable of type print stream, that means if you want to print out. Okay, if you want to print out is a variable of type what? Print stream. This is in which it is there in a class of system. If you want to print this variable of print stream, what we will write? First we will write class name, and then we will write variable name, and then we will write what is the method which we need to implement. Before also we have written like that only, right? See, first we have written class name, and then the variable name, and then the method which needs to be written. And here also the same thing we follow. First class name, the variable name, and then method to be implemented. That's it. It's very simple, guys. Thank you for watching our videos. Please subscribe our channel. Thank you.